Trade. Tell them run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings. I don't do it for the ground. I know I'm on man. I'm at 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Road inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good in Zoom chat. Hope everyone well in YouTube chat. Let's get it. Today's Tuesday, good old Tuesday. Let's have a look at what we got going on the charts here. Start off as always with the news today. Today is right here, 26th. Looks pretty clean. A little bit of USD news a little bit later. Yeah, just few US news here. Nothing too much to worry about. CPI came back lower than expected, so we could expect that when they basically they removed negative interest rates and made them 0, so a slight tick down. Nothing majorly alarming, but showing that that the going from negative 0.1 to 0 has also brought it down a little bit here. So naturally that is a little bit worrying if we see that figure start to creep down slower and slower, or faster indeed, and that will bring in more yen weakness if we see that continue. So apart from that, there's nothing really much more in terms of the news front here. If we look at what's going on the chart here, we start off on the daily time frame as always here. See where we are on the daily. So beautiful daily candle close here, creating a support outside of the range. We were discussing about this last week, to see some sort of similar price action here. If we do break this current daily high here, we should see some form of continuation. It's what makes sense. We do have a daily bottom wick here, so yeah, breaking this high, we should see a form of continuation. Looking at the 4-hour time frame as well, we can see we created a nice little support here. We're holding above this 4-hour resistance here. This is actually a nice option here on the 4-hour to take this based off a 4-hour. Looking at that, to be honest, what time did this candle close? Yeah, 9 on the treadmill. I wish this closed at 10, then we would be really close to when this candle were to close, but that'll all adjust again. Looks like if we can break again the daily high, that's where continuation will be. If we reject where we are right now, this is the place where it would more than likely reject, if it was to reject, if that makes sense. So although everything pointing up, previous 4-hour bullish, previous daily bullish, which means you know, bias is bullish here. If it was to reject, we would reject somewhere around here because we're sitting at some form of resistance here. So looking at the 1 hour as well, 1 hour we're sitting at 1 hour resistance. We do have targets up to basically this 1 hour zone here. We can bring back drawing something like this. This is kind of like your 1 hour support. I want to see what this looks like. You can see the 15 minutes a little bit higher than the 1 hour support, but we could just put this as, I do want to consider the 1 hour first though, because 1 hour is a higher time frame. So I will put this as a like a 1 hour WZ, right, Watt zone, just in case, just so we have it marked on the chart. And then obviously in terms of targets, next target's going to be probably this 15-minute resistance up here, right? That's your 15-minute, pretty simple and clean 15-minute resistance. For now on the charts, we can have this resistance that was formed overnight. That's your 15. Leaving that resistance, especially breaking daily high, we should be able to entertain the 1 hour, which is around 5 pips away, 6 pips away, and then ultimately entertain somewhere up here for 11 pips. Not as big ranges as I thought that would be. I thought this would at least be like a good 15-20 pip range here, but that's where I would entertain targets. Now I do think that we could continue past this. Looking at the 4 hour, it does look like we want to make some form of retest all the way up to this wick here. So from that spot there, let's just see how big that range is. It's around 22 pips there to retest the wick minimum. Of course, the candle bodies are around 35 pips, so not the biggest range, but definitely some space here. Definitely some space. So I do think we could, yeah, definitely I do think that would be like your not max target. It can go higher than that, but that's like a major target, right, in this move. Would be this resistance up here, basically the range we broke out of. So that's what I would be looking for basically as a major target here. Obviously first target being this 15-minute resistance right here, right? I do like how the 4 hour played out. It does look nice. Did I give you a 1-to-1? How big was that? 17 pip stop. Almost, yeah, basically gave you a 1-to-1. Close half, leave the rest. That was clean. Yeah, so plan pretty straightforward, to be honest. If we can get out of this range, I'll be happy to take a buy. If we can leave this range, 15-minute candle in 4 minutes closes here. So if we can close above this range, you know, hopefully we could push bullish here and then look to continue this move. Now, since it's a breakout, and if it was to close above in 4 minutes, it's quite early. I would expect it potentially to pull back after breaking out. I don't know if we'll get it in one straight candle here. It's highly unlikely until we see very heavy volume that we would see it just, you know, one big candle like that, you know. So I think either we'd see two 15-minute candles, or we would just maybe pop up a bit, pull back, pop up, and then you can eventually make your way to here and potentially continue. I mean, if we get structure in profit, that's great, because I could literally just hold that trade and try to push past this, or just make decisions at that. So yeah, that's basically the plan. As I said, if we were going to reject somewhere, this is the place we were to reject. We can see that rejection coming through here, which is why you don't just jump into anything when you first land at the charts. Do your analysis, find out where your zones are, and then, you know, take a trade, right, based on your analysis and plan. So yeah, let's see how this candle closes here in around almost 3 minutes here. If it can do business in 3 minutes, I'll be happy to take it early. If it can get up out of this zone in 3 minutes here. Don't know how likely that is at the way that we're populated, but yeah, I mean, we'll see how that populates. Otherwise, 30-minute candle close here could be the one, which will also be the second 15-minute. You know, we'll see in 2 minutes here. 5-minute closes above here, probably I'd have to go break of daily high. I'm not sure. I would have to see during the time. and we will have a look at what's going on. So let's have a look at gold here. Gold, a little bit of consolidation as we can see on the 5-minute here. Let's go ahead and you know, start to look at the daily time frame. As you can see, this range is becoming choppier and choppier and choppier. Yesterday we spoke about looking for pullbacks here, changes of structure, which we did get, but we never broke the low, right? Never broke the low to trigger the entry here to continue down. Did end up playing out later. We just pulled back deeper. We're in the pretty much the exact same spot as we were yesterday. Yesterday we were somewhere down here. We're just a little bit here, and all we're doing is creating a range here on gold. So if we start off on the daily time frame, we have created a support on the daily time frame here, right? Looking at the 4-hour as well, we're just creating some sort of consolidation block right here. So I mean, if we could leave this 4-hour resistance here by New York session, I do think that's where we would see some continuation here, right? We would see some continuation if we can leave this 4-hour resistance by New York, potentially fill this wick and go a little higher. But if we look at that on the lower time frame, absolute mess, right? It's just an absolute mess. So probably on the lower time frame, you want to leave, yeah, you want to leave these resistances here, probably 2178 NYSE New York open time. You could fill up into here, fill this wick, and look to continue towards these highs. Now, if gold starts to break down, I think sells would make sense below basically this little support here. Now, this is in the range, so it's a little bit tough selling in the middle of the range. But if we look back at previous price action here, we can see every time we close below here, it fills, close below here, fills, potentially close below, fills. So I think that's where sells would make sense. In here, I'd just stay out. Personally, would stay out. Too messy, too choppy inside of here. Not really too interested. Probably looking to sell. You know, that would be the plan below here to tap into these zones. Obviously, being in a range gets extremely inconsistent. You need volume to give you a nice little push here. So yeah, that's basically, you know, what I'll be looking at gold. Pretty simple since we're at the same spot, so similar analysis. Close here, did close above 500. I do like that it did close above 500. Gives me confidence that if a 5-minute can leave this zone, can be maybe slightly more aggressive. Instead of waiting for the 1-hour here and anticipate the 1-hour to close above, and if it doesn't, can make decisions. So we'll see what ends up happening here and how price populates. But yeah, that's pretty much the analysis. Hope everything makes sense and is loud and clear. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, how much of us in here? 400 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If we can leave a like on the stream, you guys know the drill. If we could do the YouTube business, get the likes up to at least 200, I would appreciate it, and I won't have to ask. Yo, Brian here, just came to drop by and do the YouTube business. Hope all is well. Nice to see you, Brian, brother. Hope you're well. Liked first? OG, man, OG. Hi, I tested your strategy for 30 days, 42 trades, 21 wins and 21 loss. That's not very good, man. 50% win rate. Obviously doing something wrong there, right? Need to practice a little bit more. Any idea why UJ is not growing as much as GJ? Because it's already at super high prices where we've seen previous interventions. And speaking about that, we're actually pushing up is scary here. So let me see what we're doing here. Okay, fine. We bounced from the lows yesterday. That's somewhat confidence a little bit better here. Because no investor wants to buy at these prices, right? No investor wants to buy at these prices. So it's just consolidating at the highs here. Good morning, almost 50k. Are you gonna make a party? I think for 50k we will just do we will do a nice little giveaway for the exclusive. So this means the move on GJ is more from the pound? Yes. More from the pound indeed. But remember, the sell-off we had was from the pound weakness. So that pound strength is coming back in. It wasn't from Japanese yen weakness. So the yen has been unchanged. All of the movement on GJ recently has been from pound. You take us sightseeing in Dubai. If you guys are in Dubai, I'll take you sightseeing. No problem. I'm testing now 30 days more. Yeah, but you have to make sure to, to make sure that you're improving on your losses there, right? Realize why they're losing. Shouldn't be the way. Bro, can you please send me $10 for trading? If you don't have $10, then I don't recommend you get into trading. I'm just being honest, man. I'm going to save you a lot of time. You're probably going to lose that $10 anyways. You need to get a job and start saving money. I think it's a great skill to learn, but with $10, I don't think you're going to get very far, brother. So I think your priority at the moment is to just start to earn a little bit money from a job, right? Go get a job or any type of income. And then at the same time, once you've secured that job, now you can maybe start to learn the skill. But the last thing you're going to think about is making money, because you need money, right? Or at least something, at least some type of, saving here. Don't have to be rich to trade. I mean, having money in trading and not having money is both difficult situations. And you must be thinking, how is having money difficult situation? If you have money in trading, you're more than likely to blow it to a point where you are blowing more than you're comfortable losing, right? I see it all the time. I see rich people get into trading. I've spoke to some very wealthy individuals privately on one-on-ones who have tons of, like, okay, I'm ready. I want to get in trading. I've deposited $100,000 into account. I'm ready. I'm already down, 15K. I'm like, what do you mean, brother? Who told you to start with 100K? Relax. So that's the problem with people who have money, is that they just go blow unnecessary money. Whereas the people who don't have money, they're now struggling to find ways to gain capital. But both scenarios all yield the same result, which is you need the skill either way. Money is just a tool. So once they have the skill, they have the tool that's easier than someone who doesn't have the tool. But more than likely, they're not smart enough to realize that. And guess what's going to happen? They're just going to blow money. I don't know why this guy has such a low subscriber. Nowadays, people actually like them, show off their fake Lambo, Ferrari, but honestly, missing gem content. Keep it up, man. Thank you, thank you. Anyone mention the teacup? Cup and handle? Yeah, might form a cup and handle. I think I saw you at JBR a month ago. Unfortunately, I don't hang out in those areas, JBR, bro. I'm not around JBR. Can leave that for the tourists, bro. Have you passed any prop firm by now? Well, if my personal account was a prop firm, then I probably would have passed it 100 times. Not 100. Last year I would have passed it 10 times. Actually, no, because you have phase 2 as well. So, if I made 100% last year, you would pass it, I don't know the calculation, 100 divided by 15. What is JBR? Jumeirah Beach Residence. It's an area in Dubai. A lot of expats live there. Are you from Dubai or migrated? Migrated, but I've lived here all my life. What is that? I don't know. It's just like a stock market pattern. It's a very common pattern. Not common, but pattern called cup and handle. You can search it in Google. Thanks for the analysis every day, G. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for appreciating it. BMZ or Mercedes? You mean BMW or Mercedes? Damn. Overall, overall, in terms of damn, actually, that's a tough decision. I would say you see, Mercedes excel as a company a lot more. Like, they have a lot more variety. Like, they have a great, their GTR is amazing. They have an amazing SUV. Whereas BMW, I feel the only standout product is their M products, right? The M products are their only, standout. Bad reputation on BMW drivers. Yeah, because they always be putting burble tunes. BMW SUV good, yeah, but Mercedes G-Wagon you can't really beat. Bro, do you take live trades or not? Yes. Are you the one who talked to me? I'll never DM you first, brother. That's a scammer. Just ignore them, report, do what you can. Best BMW model for 25k? Not sure. Probably it will be a M240i, right? Took an entry at 450, was to 525, 450. 450 is up here. I think a little bit, we are at that resistance, right? I think it worked out, but, how much room did you have? You had around 8 pips. Your stop loss was about 10 pips. Yeah, you could look for it to push through. Just at that time, this resistance would have worried me. But it seems like, it gave you some sort of push first. We need to get you on a Words of Wisdom podcast. I don't know how that works. As I said yesterday, we had a discussion. I would want him, for me to be on his podcast, but I'm not sure how that works. Bro, you're 3 hours ahead. I looked at the clock and I got scared, thought you were late for work. Harry, when or what time frame will top or bottom wick be irrelevant? It'll be irrelevant on a higher time frame if we have already created structure. So let's say if the 4 hour down here had no bottom wick like this one, by now it's not really relevant. You gotta bring in some novelty to be invited, something new to differentiate. I think I'm different. I think if you put me on a podcast, they will... I hope I'm not a boring person to talk to. I think I show up on stream every single day and we have very interesting conversations. So no, I don't think. When will you start entering into the market? When I find my setup. Is a cup and handle a continuation or reversal pattern? It would be a continuation. If this candle can close green, are you shy? No, I'm not shy. I said I don't want to tell him, hey, let me go on your podcast. It's not really me. Invite me on your podcast, bro. 4 months later, hey man, remember the time I invited you on the podcast? Remember that? Be like, no. Or I would like him to say, hey, I've seen your content on YouTube. I appreciate what you do. Would you like to come have a chat with me on a podcast? I would say, yeah, of course, I'm open to it. No problem. But that's mutual because he sees something he wants me, right? He sees value that he's going to get out of me and I'll get value for being on his podcast. So Man has a patrol that goes suit suit. That's interesting. I actually drove it yesterday. I actually drove it yesterday. Higher session bias is bullish or bearish. Can we take a counter session bias mixed trade? I don't like to counter trend trade. I don't notice them play out a lot. I have a specific way to take counter trend trades, but it's just not valuable. Like, if volume's gonna come, it's more than likely gonna come in the direction of bias, right? And a mixed bias, you're not taking counter trend, you're mixed bias. If there's an opportunity for buys, there's an opportunity for buys, opportunity for sells, there's also an opportunity for sells. What if a candle breaks out its own, forms a big top wick? What can you do? You can look for structure. You know, if you trust that trade, you can look for that top wick to be filled. Do you snowboard? Yes, I do. ICT is secretly watching you, man? Well, why not? He is more than welcome to, if ICT wants to watch me. As long as he says I'm not wrong. If he's gonna come here and say I'm wrong, then I'm gonna be upset. Because we could both be right. Can you talk about what I said earlier about funded? Can you repost the question? Oh, here, I think I have it. Can you talk about how 85% of traders don't even pass phase 1 unfunded and 10% don't make phase 2 and 5% pass, but like 1% keep an account for a long time? Can you explain the common mistakes? Yeah, first of all, 85% of people are not profitable. So put challenge on them, put restrictions, you're going to make that percentage even smaller. Okay? Second of all, most people are buying challenges before they buy education. It's fact. That is fact. A person will spend money on a challenge before they invest money in education. Okay? Secondly, a high percentage of people who pass phase 1 probably did it from getting a bit lucky with a few big trades. And they can't replicate that over time. Right? Yesterday, someone in our group passed their phase 2 of FTMO. Right? But it took him 49 days to pass phase 2. But that's super sustainable because in 49 days, he's recovered drawdown and generated profits. Okay? So if you look at something like that, this shows sustainability. I think there's, where have I put it? I think there's no better way. I mean, you can go ahead and read it, right? First phase was done in 12 days. Good month of trading, right? They passed very fast, 12 days. Second phase took 49 trading days. And that's the point is that all of these days together is actually been a positive for him. The reason it's been a positive for him is because now over a longer period of time, he's proved to himself he's profitable. Many people will pass phase 1 in 5 days and then blow phase 2 because they don't have a profitable strategy that's sustainable in the long term. Or they'll pass phase 1, get to phase 2, they'll pass that by luck as well, because remember, it's like you can go to the casino and make money, right? And then when they start on the live account, that's it. They start losing. But when you've traded over like 50 days here, 62 days, something like that, 61 days, you've proven to yourself that, listen, I can make profits quickly if markets are good. When markets might put me in drawdown, I can not only recover that drawdown, but generate profit, which is what consistency over time. Now, saying that, we've had other people in the group with the same type of story. Take account from drawdown back in profit. Now that is the best way to pass accounts, right? You know, we've had people, all different, people passing accounts, but it's all done in a sustainable manner following a plan, right? One hour needs to close above. How did the 1 hour close? Yeah, that's sus, bro. That's cap. I would be extremely surprised if any prop firm will deny payouts to such sustainable people. I would be surprised if a prop firm denies a payout below 10% with sustainability. You know? If you make 8%, if you're losing the whole month and then make a 18% trade and then it puts you 8% up, yeah, they probably get fishy. That's what happened and people complain. Yeah, I mean, we know the business model. I don't support their business model that they're paying from people's losses. They will always pay from people's losses. That's how it works. They pay from company profits only after probably you trading on them profitably for a year do they consider actually putting some form of real equity to your name. You know, they need information on that. Otherwise, they're just paying you out. Then they only, that I don't support. But at the end of the day, best trader wins, I guess. I do support and understand. I see markets do the same. They also B-book. Yeah, but B-book, they're not paying from the losses. What they're doing is that they're just hedging against you. So it's just a hedge. But the thing is, the reason I don't support it, and I don't think you should, and then they don't want you to win. Yeah, but at the end of the day, at least they're not going and marketing that they're a fully A-book broker and everything's A-book. Prop firms are saying we fund you with full capital. Only till laws have come out now where they have to say simulated accounts. Right? So as long as people are made aware of that, I have no problem. As I said, you can use it as opportunity. I've always said, use it as opportunity. Just understand the business model. If they're having a bad month, it's going to reflect on you. It's going to reflect on you. Harry, how long were you on demo? Around 6 months. Do you recommend any decent prop firms? Stick to the big ones, FTMO, all of those ones. Woke up and saw Harry 3 hours ahead of time. Harry living in the future. Or maybe you're in the future, but I'm in the past. What is time? Time is arbitrary. It's an arbitrary concept. Stealing all the chat here is good. Have their bad month, they reflect on us. Yeah. But that's why I say stick to the big companies, because they're more than likely not to have a bad month. FTM has paid me over 176k in the past 2 years. Well, that's why, because you've been with them for 2 years, right? So obviously by then they've seen a level of consistency and they will make sure to pay you. You have to remember, at the end of the day, they're also a business. They're not a full scam, right? So if someone is profitable, they will have to put you on some sort of capital. Otherwise, you'll open your mouth and their whole business will be ruined. Like, they have to do something. Like, they can't, operate business this long without, getting in trouble or people opening their mouth, if they weren't paying out people, Blew 3 F2MO accounts yesterday, dropped 40 lots on golds and price rocketed. Have $500 left and just bought another FTMO. Will there be any signals on here today to pass my challenge? Wow. I've never heard anything more wrong in one sentence. That's nuts. That's nuts, bro. I literally just said, you heard what I said? People will buy a funded challenge before they buy education. He spent his last $500 to buy a challenge, when he can spend 10% of that, okay, 10% of that, and get a month worth of education of value, like pure value. Like he would be in Zoom with me every single day, get access to my content for just 10% of that, not even the 500. Like, you can't go wrong like that. You know? Listen, man. The good thing is, I recommend don't start the challenge. You've bought it already. Okay? And yeah, Carson makes an extremely good point here. If you trade like that, even if you pass, they're not going to pay you anyways. So that's a huge point. Secondly, okay, I would say leave the account. You can always use it in the future, but start learning the skill. Why advertise the stream as a signal service? Where do I... Okay, review my description. Yeah, we'll do this together, brother. You want to really take it here? Let's take it. Okay, I'm live right now. Open a new tab. Let's go ahead, mute this. Let's read the description of how it says signal service. All right, let's see. On the stream, I show you how I trade various ways using price action all time frames, focusing on being disciplined since psychology is a huge part of trading. The focus on day trading, also taking some scalps when the volume is pushing. Where's signal service? Join my live Sunday session, best way live streams. We set out a plan and you... okay, read this. And you build the confidence to take the trades yourself, it says in the description. It says here, you build the confidence to take the trades yourself. Damn, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Really, I'm being honest here, man. I'm being honest. Okay. I've been following and paying $800 a month for signals, and it caused me to blow at least 15 FTMO accounts, and I feel stuck. Listen, man. I'm extremely sorry that you're paying $800 a month. Okay, and I know it's very frustrating, and there's a lot of idiots in this industry, right? But understand, you have to just stop and learn the skill, right? Check the person. Stop trying to find ways to get signals to pass challenges. Focus on learning the skill, because once you pass the challenge, you'll need to learn the skill anyways to manage your account, bro. Like, you think you think people who follow signals are profitable? First of all, it's very hard to close the exact same time, okay, as a signal provider. Second of all, you probably won't enter the exact same time as a signal provider. Third of all, they will claim TP1 was hit, but if the trade comes back to loss or break even, they say, oh, TP1 was hit, why didn't you close the trade? And you're like, did you tell us to? But they're like, no, my job is not to tell you to. There you go. So focus on the skill, bro. Just focus on the skill. That is what I'm gonna say. Don't entertain him. I'm trying to help him, bro. Why don't you update your win streak? I do update my win streak. I just don't update my win rate. If you want, we can update the win rate, because I've forgotten to do so. Let me go check on a win rate calculator. The reason is because in my journal here, we're updating it here anyways. Like, all the trades are being posted in here. In terms of win streak, yeah, on a small win streak. Like, all the trades are updated here with the live links. I need to post these 3 links, but I'll do that after stream. You can go and check the date anyways. How can we see your NY session journal? You can see the trades. I post them in the public group under Harry's Trades. Look here. Here, this is NY trades. This is an NY trade. Anything that's Tradesharpe exclusive will be an NY. Or maybe, unless, depending on the time I post it. Check the time, yeah. This NY 546. This is actually not NY. This is London, but we were obviously after the stream ended, we were in Zoom. Why don't you stream NY? Because honestly, to be honest, because I have a life, right? I don't want to be sat at the charts for 7 hours a day. I really don't. You have to realize streaming is not just trading, man. Streaming is not trading. You're sitting here entertaining, answering questions, sharing your screen. You can't multitask, you know? Like, even if no one has questions, you're still sharing your screen. You can't go and do your emails or go do other work. You're literally just sitting there, you know, sharing your screen the whole time. You come on here looking for advice and get roasted anyways. This last $500 about to go down. 20 lot sells. Wish me luck, team. That just tells me now that you're capping, bro. And I gave you a ton of advice. A ton of advice. Non-financial advice, but I gave you advice of what I would have done. 5 hours in a week, good? Yeah, of course. Get another monitor. I have 2 monitors, but it's not the same, you know? I hope this just doesn't range like this. Get 3. Not more. I don't need more monitors. Yeah, win rate, if you guys want me to update the win rate, it's now 79.45. Looks different on my side. Man, I'm scared. I have to download this. Just send it in the group chat here. In the exclusive, so I don't have to download. God knows what I'll open. Sent? Uh-oh. Yeah. Come on, bro. What did he do? Let me go. Have you ever taken a break from trading when you had drawdown? No, I don't. I mean, in the past, yeah, it's been actually in the past. It's just like I would when you're, you know, when you're in that losing stage of trading, when you just keep losing, it sucks. And all you do is you show up and you don't really want to trade at that point. Come on, London session. Show us some juice here. Break out. DJ better not be like yesterday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It was looking full hype this morning. It came to the charts. I thought we were going to get in trade in 15 minutes. I thought this 15 close was the one. We still have time. London session hasn't started? Yeah, but we normally get volume before. Been profitable for 2.5 years, but I love your streams. You're so real. I love it. Keep it up. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Congrats on your profitability. You keep it up as well. Pleasure to have you in stream. Chilling, enjoying the vibes. You know the drill. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you guys know the YouTube business. Definitely helps the channel here. On the road to 50k subs. Big giveaway at 50k subs. So if you haven't subscribed already, consider, you know, leaving a subscribe, leaving a like. Goal is to get this stream to 1,000 viewers. Would be pretty cool. Can we trade these setups on crypto? Yeah, of course you can. Just, you know, depends on volume. Like sometimes crypto can be in nasty ranges. I won't try trade in the ranges. Cheers, brother. Just a lonely road, hence why I'm here for the community. Yes, indeed. It's very quiet. Hence why I started the whole YouTube business. 1k left. Let's go. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Uh-oh. Goldinium in the chat. Making fun of Claudio. Watch out. He'll come and hack you. How do you manage time from your YouTube business and trading? Well, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but on the weekend is when I have to attend to I'm too busy during the week focusing on trading and everything. So on the weekend, when the markets are closed, I then do all the YouTube business. What age did you join gym? I think I was 17. Yo, how's Goldinium doing? I don't know, ask him. He's in chat. Is Claudio from Romania? Oh, someone hacked his IP. Look, he's quickly checking. Oh, shit. What made you move to UAE? Nothing. I was born here. Just asking? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, gold creating that lower high type movement. Can't just die off here, right? This just has to be liquidity for London to make us fly. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back. One hour close below, I don't trust anything. I think if we re-break daily highs, re-break 4-hour highs as well, this thing should go up. No reason for it not to. I'm doing good. Just come here from time to time when I'm on my break. Since trading at 4 a.m. is out, we'll come back in a few months, probably just to chill in the group and take a trade from time to time. Yeah, you're always welcome back. Hope all the job and everything is going well. You will never take a trade. No. Not while you're here, bro. The minute you leave, I will execute on a position. The minute you leave. Here's my question to you. Here's my question. If you see a trade, why don't you take it? I'm not here sitting to do nothing. Last week we know was a complete write-off. Last week, the last time I only took one trade in a week was like, I don't know, maybe once in the beginning of the year, or that time when, we had the interventions. The week before that, including the exclusive, I think we took 5 trades. The week before that, 4 trades. I mean, it's almost a trade a day. That's more than enough. Maybe you're used to over trading. That's a little bit different, but for me, how to put trade images on Excel? I just post the Tradingview link. Like, if you guys are getting frustrated because there's no trades, then better get used to that feeling, man, because we just need movement. As soon as price moves, there should be a way to get in. No doubt about that. If this stays in the range and chop, that's nothing I can do, man. So difficult to quit overtrading, such a slow process and difficult. The thing is, my question to you is like, would you overtrade in this condition here? Like, what would you be taking right now? Because I literally don't see anything. Like, I get it when price is moving. I get it. You take stuff based on hope. I get it when price is moving heavy. Like, if we're breaking out somewhere or just trending or moving fast. I get it. Hi, what are your top 5 games, as in PC games? Trading is 90% sitting on your hands, 10% execution. Yeah, and then after you execute, you sit on your hands again. Almost done with all the WAP content. I like how you use mostly fixed lot to get paid the same even with bigger SL. Yes, that's something I like to do. I normally fluctuate between 3 lot sizes. So let's, like as an example, if stop loss is bigger than 20 pips, I'll use like a 6 to 8 lot. 15 pips standard, that's average what my stop loss is. I'll use my 10 to 12. Stop loss smaller, don't really have, then I'll just probably stick to 10 to 12. 30 plus pip stop loss, of course, adjust a little bit lower. Okay, now it's easy to take a couple losses, then yeah. I mean, for me, overtrading was never an issue. Your buddy from the Bank of Japan speak today? No, he's been quiet, man. I miss him. So you don't calculate the size every time? No, I don't. I stick to around 3 lot sizes. What streaming app are you using? OBS. Gold bouncing here. There you go. Right, so gold is ranging, GJ is ranging. Streamlabs OBS, not the normal? Yes. Slobs. Streamlabs OBS, slobs. GJ is bull? Yeah, I agree. I'm more bullish on GJ. Makes sense. This might be a London Open type trade here. 30 minutes for this to flip. I've been overtrading a lot before I came to Harry. I always had the feeling to get action and do something. Yeah, and that's what YouTube chat is feeling, right? It becomes a lot different once you want to build consistency in the market. Because what I know is consistency pays, not taking hundreds of trades. I've never been paid from doing that. Harry, you didn't tell me your top 5 games in PC or any other games. Yeah, but because I was asking you what type of game are you talking about? Sports, board games, what type of game? I guess in PC, top 5 is a lot. You need to maybe do top 3. Number 1 would be Counter-Strike. Number 2 would probably be Grand Theft Auto. Number 3 would probably be... Damn. Now we stuck. To be honest, when I was young, I really liked Far Cry. Far Cry was a good game. Nah, man, not Call of Duty guy. Counter-Strike. Yeah, I was either gonna say Far Cry or Forza. So number 4 can go to Forza. Fortnite. Bro, come on. Harry's a retired CS tryhard. That's why he makes this the market scared of him. He has a retired CS player. I was a CS tryhard, man. I was a CS tryhard. Same here, I like putting more risk on A+ setups, winning more trades, taking less trades. Yeah. It's just, since last week we didn't take much trades, and then this week now we're stuck with this, it becomes a little bit like, But then you have weeks and months where it's just, the thing is we're not losing, If it's like this and we're losing, ugh. But, we have today. Let's see if something happens, It was looking very promising this morning. I don't get why everything just decides to say, I'm bored. Jesus Christ, GJ, I'm going to put an alert and go to work. Yeah. Harry, what would you do if your strategy stopped working one day and the markets changed how they move? Would you start again, learn a new strategy, or just move on with life? It's impossible that I would be way ahead of 99% of people. Not having ego, right? I wouldn't have an ego. But just from knowledge of the markets, watching the markets, I could easily adapt and find a new way to take trades. No problem. But if the strategy I'm using right now still works, I don't have to change it. But if it were to ever to stop working, which wouldn't happen because it's just price action, all I would have to adapt, the worst case scenario of what I would have to adapt is probably my entries. Everything else won't need to be adapted. What do you think? Is a sell option even with bullish bias below 239? Yeah, that's first structure. I think previous daily resistance. If this is considered a liquidity grab, I don't think that's too mad. I think you could. Problem is, this support is so close. I wish if this tapped this support would have been a lot easier. Waiting for setup 2 or setup 5 on GJ? Yes, that's what's gonna be the case right here. Yeah, maybe structure below here could work. Structure below here could definitely work. That's nuts price action, huh? Look at this chop. A little bit of a pump and no thank you. Dead one. 26 minutes London open. You know, if business can happen here, 26 minutes, 30-minute candles close bullish, 15-minute candles close bullish, could end up being okay. Lower high on 1 hour. Technically, yeah, technically it is. But no lower low. 4 hours still bullish. I think if we're gonna sell, we have to at least break structure down here at 237, something like that. The 15-minute support. If we can break that, maybe. You can use daily resistance as a watch. It's not the biggest range, only 11 pips, but that's 12 pips away from the lows, is it? Yeah, it's not that big ranges, right? We have to measure. We have to measure. It's not that big ranges. Even from here to here is how much? 5 pips. So we'll see if this can flip now. This is a good rejection. If this can flip, start to close above the range. Looks okay. Setup 2 valid with bullish bias. Yeah, it is valid, but the point is, where does the candle close in 10 minutes? If it's closing somewhere up here, I don't think there's enough room. Great to pitch how the chart moves for one. Yeah, exactly. At one point, this looked extremely bearish, right? You're like, thinking about sells. And now, it's like, no, that's not going to make sense, right? Can we take when target is tapped? Yeah, the only reason it would be riskier for sure. I don't like taking it when target is tapped. The only reason you could make an excuse for it today is because of just following bullish bias. But personally, myself, I'm more inclined to take break off the range here. You know, that makes a lot more sense for me if we can break out this range. You know, this is not big here, only 4 pips to here. Only if we got 5-minute structure in here, it looks pretty confidence inducing. Do you think there'll be a trade during London session? Yeah, there's still almost basically 25 minutes till London opens, so a lot can happen in 25 minutes. You know, it's trying to bounce here off the lows. If this can bounce and move up, why not? Were trades taken on GJ yesterday? Yeah, we stuck to that buys above the zone. That's what we attempted at. As soon as the candle flips, my spread gets wider. I think my broker knows our setup. If we take break of range, wouldn't that be a setup 1? It would be. You would be correct. That's exactly what we would want. That's the ideal scenario right now. Can you tell me what time frame you take trades on? I take that on 15-minute mostly is my time frame I take trades on. Yes, sir. I'm learning. Yes, sir. That's correct. That would be the ideal trade right now, is to get a nice little setup 1. Do you think order flow, you can't see order flow in Forex markets, in future markets and stuff like that? Yes, it can be a very useful tool. Will algorithms take over in the future? They're already very active now. So no, it won't take over. It's already active now. All these movements in the market are mostly moved by algorithms and EA. So you consider it to be a range when it pushed 2 times in one direction. As in, a range just means a place between a support and resistance, right? So that's your resistance, that's your support. This is the range we're dealing with at the moment. Remember, there's a difference between range and ranging market. Ranging market is where price is just going up and down more than 3 times. I would say this is a ranging market because it's tapped the resistance here more than 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, so many times. A range is just price between 2 points. All good, man. Exactly. It does. How do you make long-term analysis? I think for long-term analysis, fundamental understanding is going to play a role. And then understanding how to analyze your weekly, monthly timeframes and stuff like that. I'm struggling for hinges to define what a range is so that I can code it. Yeah, I think best way 3 or more touches to a resistance. Or a range. No, a range is just a price between a support and a resistance. So if candle closes bearish, next candle closing bullish, right? And you need to set a condition for how big the range is, right? Because if you code it that if candle closes bearish, next candle closes bullish, but then 2 pips later, candle closes bearish, that does not make a range, right? Exactly, there are dozens of levels. So you could also use the 2 candle rule. So if 2 candles are closing from a resistance and 2 candles closing from a support, the space between that resistance and that support is going to be your range. That's an LTA. Yeah, but you don't, there could be in between that, there could be 1 candle pauses, right? Your range is literally it's price between a support and resistance. Look at where my support and resistance is today and look at the range. It's the same. Look at my 15, look at my 15. That's and we're inside the range. On the chart, where is this 4 hour? Come on, DJ, some juice, please, some juice. Harry, when will you tour the whole world? I'd need to figure a way to stream and tour. It's very complicated that with time zones and stuff. What's better to get rich, AI trading or normal trading? By the time you figure out AI trading, you would have missed out on your opportunity to make money normal trading. It's gonna be normal trading in that case. I think most individuals are not skilled enough to probably code AI trading or understand how to develop models that support that type of. Anyways, you'll have to have knowledge about trading to be able to code that, in my opinion. I think the best EA coders know how to trade manually. I just don't see only. That's the biggest problem with some EA coders, is that they code based off only statistics and probabilities from other sources, but not from personal experience. I think personal experience in the market goes a long way. Like I think there's no doubt that if you know how to trade manually and you can also code in EA, it will help you code that EA and you'll be a better coder in the market. I lost a lot of time, opportunities, and wasted my mind strategy to code EAs. I know. Remember what I was telling you in the beginning? Saying. How long do you think it takes to learn trading to the point where you can actually profit? You can probably profit within... To see profits, probably I would say if you stick to one strategy and you're, and you're new to trading, probably 6 months. To become consistent, you'll probably need a year. This is GI juice, not GJ juice. To change the word. Setup to validity, we're below 4-hour resistance. I'd prefer to see at least a 5 closing above 4-hour resistance. Then potentially. Remember, this range is small, man. Just measure the range. So any option inside of here is aggressive, right? 5 pips. Like you need it to break through. That would be the whole idea, that it breaks through. No need to spam chat with that. How many months should I backtest? At least 50 trades. And now you shall be banned. Thank you very much and bye-bye. One-year backtest? Yeah, that's obviously, but most people will not have the discipline to do that. 50 trades is, enough to know what is going on. I'm trading for 9 months and lost 50% of my account, and I only now slowly turning things around. That's great, man. I'm glad that you are turning things around. So keep focusing on that. Focus on what you did to turn things around and what is different than before. And that's the thing that's going to make you continuously earn profit, right? Focus on what's working, right? Don't always focus on the losses. Focus on what's working. Can you explain a little bit about a setup 1, setup 2? Yeah, I have full video on my YouTube channel. Check it out. It's called Top 3 Price Action Setups. Damn. How can I track my R's? You should be able to calculate based on the profit you made. Quick question, did your parents support you when you started trading? Because my parents are not supporting. Yeah, they were supportive of it. They were. Let's see if this 5 can close above here. Then I might try a little risky position here inside of the range. See if we can continue bias for today after retesting the lows here. Get in a little bit early. We saw the same thing yesterday, right? Yeah, it would be a setup too. We saw the same thing yesterday in the range where 5 minute came to the top of the range, rejected, came back down, created support, created that high low, then broke out of the range. 5 minute rejected the top of the range, came back down, created support. If you can get above the 4-hour resistance. Are you basing off rejection? Yeah, I'm basing off bias and getting back above 4-hour resistance, right? It's more of a risky shot, but I feel if price is going to move today, then I don't mind giving myself sometimes riskier shots, especially with the way that this month is going. I'm not too worried. I would only risk myself 1%, so that considers half risk as me. This is 1%. Normally I go 2%. If we were to just close above the range simple trade, I do like that as a full risk trade. Yesterday, GU, GJ were moving accordingly. Today, GU is at weekly support, rejecting it. Yeah, sometimes you'll see that. They'll react differently. Alright, we didn't close above 4-hour resistance. Again, I want something closing above 4-hour resistance. Not just going to FOMO into anything for no reason. Just to get into a trade. Again, the textbook trade for me is going to be closing back above this range. So even if it just shoots through here, it's better because it's getting closer to where I wanted to buy originally. So both ways I don't lose, right? Harry, when you increase your account size, did you deposit a fat chunk into your trading account? Yeah, basically. To begin with, and then I grew it and left some money in as well. Set up 2 on gold. I think gold is in a range. Oh, for sells you mean? You know, previous daily is bullish here. Previous 4-hour, it has all of these rejections. It's tough one, man, but it does make sense, I guess. If you got 5-minute structure here, that would be very nice. Then close below, I think that would be more higher probability. Hey Isa, how are you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. What's your take on flip accounts? I don't know many people that can flip accounts well. You know, many people just end up blowing their flip accounts. So I would recommend, if you can't trade normally, then there's no point of doing a flip account. Like, first learn to trade normally. Like, trade without just trying to flip, you know? Also, guys, I have a little update for Pip Labs here. If you are an existing paying customer on Pip Labs, you will be upgraded today to our new update. I'm very excited that we have this new update. We've kept this quiet because we've really been working super hard in the background. This is the biggest update we've ever made. It's probably as equivalent of updating from V1 to V2. Like literally, you could even call this V3. It's a massive update. It's a massive update. And if you are not purchased Pip Labs just yet, basically what will happen is in the next few days, we will put basically the demo version on the website for you guys to use and try before. There is also now a Pip Labs Discord server. So be sure to join the Pip Labs Discord server. I will send the link right now. And in this Discord server, we have a ticket system down here. So if you have any questions you want to ask, you can join the server and open a ticket to speak to us. And it's just a good place for me to put updates and stuff like that. So I'll send an invite I'll put an invite link here. So there we go. All right, I'll put that in chat. That's the invite link. And yeah, so if you're a paying member of Pip Labs, you will be upgraded to V3, right? And V3 is massive update. I'm saying this on live stream now, but this is the update. Look at the new session chart. Look at all of the way that it's laid out now. Saving simulations. You will have a dashboard. It's a massive update. And you also have like a very far look back period, right? Not like before, which was limited. Okay, and we are the first. Okay, this is the big announcement. We are the first ever backtesting simulator to have a prop firm challenge integrated in our own simulator, right? So we are the first, right, simulator to have a prop firm challenge. So you guys can practice passing a prop firm, right? You can adjust what trading days, profit target, all of this. You can practice passing prop firm challenges inside of our backtesting, right? Okay, so we are the first. Of course, we have advanced statistic tab now. We have amazing features. Amazing features have, if I say so, you know. So very, very, very big, right? Obviously, look at this now as well, right? You can see this as well. If you go look at the look back period, look how far you can scroll back from the simulation start date, right? So this is 2018. Look, this is now 2018. This is a daily time frame. So it loads a huge amount of simulation here, right? Huge amount of simulation. All right. So this is going to be the, you know, the biggest update here. The biggest update. And yeah, hopefully now GJ can start moving, right? So I just wanted to let people know, if you are an existing member on Pip Labs today, you will be upgraded. So let us know your feedback by opening tickets, anything you find, anything you want us to change. But yeah, massive, massive upgrade. So you guys will be able to try the demo soon. Price data replay time, you can backtest from 2018. From 2018 till 2024. Man, it just reflipped, bro. It was so close. It really wanted to do it, huh? So yeah, I posted that link. That is the Discord link for Pip Labs. Oops. Feel free to join that Discord to keep updated, stuff like that. That is the link. Let me actually pin it. Let me pin it. There we go. What's my thought on Wyckoffs? I don't see Wyckoff play happen enough in the market to use it as a strategy. It simply just doesn't happen enough. These setups work in Euro USD. Yeah, we have a lot of people trade Euro USD. Better on equities? Yeah, I think maybe it happens, but even on equities, it takes a while for it to set up. All right, London open here. 1 hour is closing bearish at resistance. 30-minute created a support here. Very close to its resistance here on 30-minute. We could just end up ranging inside of here. 15-minute ended up closing bearish here. Below 4-hour resistance. Nothing closed back above 4-hour resistance. If volume can come through here, maybe we can just get the breakout. What about gold? Gold closed bearish back on the range here. Did we get 5-minute structure? Basically, almost. This could be a bottom wick for gold here. 1 hour technically slightly closed above, but I mean, I didn't have enough time to set this up to take a sell right now. Literally didn't have anything ready. Damn, that dumped pretty fast here. I mean, if this ends up being a liquidity grab here to continue up, it's pretty nice. Right now 4 hour doesn't flip. Yeah, I think we're still bullish bias. I mean, if this candle flips after grabbing this liquidity, it actually could work out here as a riskier shot. Is there a basic template for rules that they typically have for problem challenges that you implemented in Pip Labs? Yeah, so basically what we did in Pip Labs is you adjust it based on, so like let's say your prop firm that you want to practice for does not allow news trading. You can turn it on or off. Overnight trading, over week, right? Holding it over weekends, right? Notifications just tells you if you passed or not. What daily drawdown we have. So, you know, by default will be set to, 10% here. Right, 10% daily drawdown, max loss, and then daily drawdown 5%. That's your default. Profit target is also default 10%, right? And then trading days, I think now prop firms do like, what is it, 3 trading days? So yeah, that's how it works. So you adjust it. But yeah, if you're a paying member of Pip Labs, then you will be transferred to the new version by today. What is this? This is our backtesting software called Pip Labs. I'll drop a whole video this week, right? This week I'll drop a video on everything regarding Pip Labs. Do you think it's better to calculate lot size every time or have it fixed like you? I think there's no harm in calculating lot size every time. You know? I think for me it's just more of an experience thing. I'm used to it. I know how to manage my risk pretty well. I think as a beginner, it's something you should be focusing on. Can be a setup 5 from bottom of range? Yes, that is also another setup. You also have a setup 5? Yes, I do. What's the plan for the next trade? Either we see support formed at the bottom of the range, we start to break back above 4-hour resistance, or we break out of the range. Those three options. Harry, that's an interesting barcode. Yeah, scan it and it will take you to destination, fall asleep. I think sells could end up playing out, but we need to break out of this range as well. How's gold doing? Did it dump? No, it rejected. Yeah. That's why these sells are a little bit tough in this range, because when you kind of have to move break even with the 1-hour support so close, it could just end up being a bottom wick for that 1-hour support, creating 5-minute structure. I think if you break this support down here, there's an option for sells. Breaking this support here, something closing below this, we can see how strong this has been. Every time we get below this continuation. So I think this is where you could maybe sell below. Yeah. Look at that, very strong. Yeah, selling below there will be a shot. How many pips do you have? At least 10, 12 pips? 15 pips, yeah. I think that would be your sells on gold below here. Put an alert just in case we're looking at something and miss it. I think we might have to trade gold if GJ gonna continue ranging here. can always have backup pairs. Though I don't really like trading it during London, but when's the last time you felt very emotional in a trade? Never very emotional. I think at this stage I never feel emotional in the trade. You just sometimes feel pissed off after a trade. Five-minute structure on gold. Yeah, I think that's what you would have to run. Just look to catch 10, 12 pips, you know. Close below here, maybe stop above here. Just catch 10, 12 pips would be enough. That would be the type of trade. Man, this morning GJ looks so promising, man. I thought literally we're gonna open stream and 15 minutes, that 15 here was gonna close above and we would be in a trade. This one was looking very promising. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a quick trade today. Wake up and press buy. Same thing, I got scammed by GU. What did GU do? Let's have a look. Entry close above, multiple rejection. Oh damn, did you get entered on it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Something fishy with GPP, looks like it. Let me have a look at GU. Facts even Asian session looked promising, but nope. I used 5 minutes to enter. Let me have a look if you did the right thing or not. See if I agree. Yeah, that 15-minute close above and then you waited for 5-minute support. A little bit extended after that massive pump, you know. The problem is in this pump there was no structure. Like you want to see structure in the pump. Like if Euro USD did the same pump, yeah, look at the Euro USD. Euro USD had this structure formed somewhere down here before the candle closed above. So it had a slight pause, which gives confidence. On GU it seems bullish. GU is looking way more bullish than GJ. This is just like a pullback to continue up. Is it a risky sell to sell GJ? Yes, it would be, because it would be completely counter trend. So you need it to break structure first of all. That's guaranteed here. Like selling in here, you can't really predict. It's really hard to predict just trying to sell in here when everything's pointing up, you know. But if we start to break the 1 hour structure, 30 minute and 15, now we can start to entertain sells, right? Risky sell below 228. 228. Maybe it's just different price on your broker. Yes, that would be your risky sell. Remember, the range here is pretty small now. 9 pips if you get a close below. But session bias is bullish. Why would we counter trend? Well, we're not. People are just asking me in chat and I'm giving a response. I have a 4 hour support exactly where GJ just reacted. An old one, yeah, it's a very old one. Damn, this is so slow. Can we guys be upset at the markets here for doing this? We sit here so patiently from last week with all the news, and we come to this week so patient. So patient. And I took a week off work this week. That's exactly why it's moving like this. I know it sucks. Same this side. Yeah, it's everyone, man. No matter where you go, you will find the same story, man. Even yesterday, New York gold. I wonder, does anyone trade New York? Did any of the guys in New York be taking trades yesterday? I'm setting alerts and waiting. See you guys. Have a good one. Now NY was dead. Easter holiday? Yeah, but come on, bro. They can't take it now. We have a week before. We are, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Like, they need to take off. They take off from Friday. Like, okay, Friday, I understand. That's the time. I'm saying if any of you guys stream hop, if you guys watching New York streamers. I got 3 weeks off for a knee injury, so hopefully markets get good. Yes, sir. Get well soon with your knee injury, though. Working on a 9-to-5 job with watching stream in parallel with work and lunch colleagues meeting reminds me of the pursuit of happiness. We have to do what we have to do to get out of this rat race. Yes, sir. You're already one step ahead, though. "30 years of working on my knees coming around." Yeah. Gold trying to break out? Oh, yeah. Damn, this candle just did the business, huh? Yeah, it's extremely tough. Harry, make jokes so we can stay on stream. We need something funny. I need some catalyst. Like GJ has no catalyst, I need a catalyst. Let it give me a catalyst. Oh dear. We need a live stream to go watch. Let's call him. Yeah, man, it's absolute cap, this. Cap Nation price action. Music matching mood. Have you seen the movie Constipation? Who'd make a movie named that, man? GJ has formed an M pattern. It has. Harry, do you listen to deep house music? Yes, I used to have that. I used to listen to deep house, yes. Harry, stop making videos exposing fake gurus on YouTube. It's too crowded. I don't want to get involved, man. That's too dirty. I'm gonna focus on me. Too much beef going on, you know? And the problem is, you know, if you start all of that beef and all of that stuff, it just creates such a mess, man. Such a mess. You know? And it's just a cloud chase. It's just a cloud chase. I'm 35 years and you are below 25 years. You have so much achievement. What advice would you give to me? Remember when I started? Started when I was 17. So it's not about the age. Age is just a number. Focus on how long I have started, right? Like this whole journey started in terms of me in self-improvement and self-development. Started when I was, 16, 15. So it's almost 10 years, right? 7 years. So 7 years of self-improvement. Of course, some years worked harder than others, but that's the point. Gold chart? Yeah, gold is just ripped here. Simple as that. I don't see really a way you would get in. Yeah. Maybe even 5 years hard. Even 1 minute hasn't even pulled back. Like, no matter what time frame you go down to, it's just like you have to close your eyes and press buy, but doesn't work out a lot of the time. During NYSE, yeah, you can get away with that. Maybe breaking these highs. That's an NYSE type trade. But I don't know when the last time I've seen something like this in London. I have 1.15k subscribers by uploading shorts. Amazing work. Well done, man. Close above 15 in GU, yeah. I mean EU, yeah, that would make sense. Set up 2. You're 22, to give me my money back. You didn't find any value? I sold gold? Ouch. I told you that zone is no joke, man. Would have slapped it right back at your face. But this is good. This is good for NY, right? This will help NY. If NY comes up and closes above here in 36 minutes, you know. In gold buy from 2073 for target of 80. Let me see. 2073, if I agree with that. Why you choose 2073? What did you see at 2073? Why here? Don't know if I agree with that. Seems to be working today though. Seems to be working today. Pip Labs is amazing. It helps me a lot. Thank you. No worries. I'm glad you like it. Can't wait for you to try the new update. I think you will thoroughly enjoy it. Make sure you do join the Discord. Say hello. Let's go. This is just a good spot to put announcements, right? So it'll be a good spot to put announcements. You know? Stuff like that. Could you have used the 5-minute on gold? In hindsight, yes, but usually how many times can you repeat that, right? In hindsight, it's like, oh yeah, gold, you know, formed a support here and went up. But it's like, at the time, would you have really told yourself that this is like a good trade? Come on, Tradingview. You know what I mean? Okay, this whole thing has messed itself up. There you go. You know, so close to resistance, you start questioning, I might tap resistance, blah, blah, blah. Alright, watch out. There's a premium fair value gap, CHOCH kill zone order block there. Don't forget the mitigation of the liquidity. I have to remember that next step. Bro, Brandon's so pissed at GJ right now, he's writing a formal letter to the Bank of Japan. Look. He's writing a formal letter to the Bank of Japan saying, listen, man's up at in the morning here, and you ain't moving no price. This is the last time I'm telling you. I mean, we have Carson here in chat with cartridges on his table. They're messing with the wrong group, man. What do I have on my table that's lethal? I have a knife. 2 knives actually on my table. And that's about it. That's all she wrote. Don't forget the distribution accumulation. Yeah, can't forget that. I wonder if this 30-minute closes above this range here. Like this, okay? 15-minute closing bullish here. 5-minute, just ripping. Thoughts on EU setup too if it closes above? Is it good? Yeah, I like that. I think it should be okay. Let's have a look at yeah, that makes sense. it might, you know, EU doesn't like to do it in one push. I mean, if you get one push, great, but don't be afraid if you see it pull back first, retest here, then try to go up, you know. Okay, this is just cap. This is closing deep. Guys, the plan is pretty simple here. I think we'll have to wait for the breakout on GJ here. It's very hard to trade in this range. Very, very hard. It's too tight. It's too tight. The ranges are too small. There's resistances that we are respecting. I mean, we could reject here 2.5 pips away, 6 pips another resistance, 4-hour resistance, 8 pips. I'd rather stay out of the range and then just wait for like 15 pips and then just take an easy breakout buy that happened yesterday. Even if this happens after session here, it's okay. 4-hour will still close bullish. Imagine if this 4-hour in the next 30 minutes can close above 500, it looks great. You know, we just can go break of high. I mean, you could even technically even run 4-hour stops, right? If it was to go above, you know, it's not that big of a stop loss here, you know, 26 pips. So there'll be options, I think. There'll be options, and I think the more we just stay in this range, we're gonna tend to force a trade anytime soon here, right? I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter, the range. So if this could just have some magic now and some business can come and break us out, fine, we will take the trades once it breaks out. But trying to sit in this range, I think we'll find a lot of inconsistency and can avoid an unnecessary loss. So I think that's what we will do. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. Basically gonna set an alert for here. I'm interested to see what happens at somewhere around here. And then if we can do that in the next maybe 30 minutes, this would be great. And it would be about the same time trade as yesterday, right? But this could easily reject right now somewhere, right? Like where it is right now is also spot. That's a resistance. We saw it just react a little bit. You can see it reacting a little bit. We'll see if it ends up continue. Just tap this 5-minute resistance here. Yeah, you can see it rejecting, right? You can see it rejecting. So yeah, let's wait for that. Set the alert and just come back when that alert triggers, right? When that alert triggers, we can come back. So we'll see what ends up happening. Appreciate everyone as always. Unfortunate, very, very, very slow. But I hope this changes. I hope this changes so we're not all just sitting here. Appreciate everyone joining to stream. Yesterday, a lot of people DM me and sent me that they took the buys after stream. So if it happens today, then just take it after stream, you know. Just because it doesn't happen on stream doesn't mean there won't be any trades, right? So we just have to wait at this point, and that's the name of the game. Hopefully by today we will be getting something happen. So appreciate everyone as always. See you guys tomorrow. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you all.